And we're live.
Josh, what's up, man? How you doing?
James, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm just going to get the elephant out of the room. James is currently you're up there in the mountains right now, so
I'm
your
up in the
Wi-Fi is
mountains,
a
nice, beautiful
little
lake
iffy.
house.
So yeah, man. So it's gonna be a few times, kind of just like now, where his camera might be stuck. Oh, there he is. But just
Yeah.
bear with us, and we have a pretty fun live for y'all today.
Yeah, this is our treat to you guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun, play some games. There's not really that much going around the NFL right now, other than some crazy arrests, Terry and Arnold.
Yeah, some
But
legal issues, but not
don't do
not our
stupid
position to
stuff
really.
when you're making
Yeah, not
millions of
not
dollars.
Hey,
But with that out of the way,
$6,000 is a lot of money, but not
yeah,
enough for 4 counts of kidnapping and armed robbery.
can't believe it. But with that out of the way, yes, I am up in the mountains in hillbilly country, so my camera and stuff might be a little iffy, but we do this for you guys. We're making it we're getting it done, we're getting it going. But that with that out of the way, we don't really have much to talk
Yeah.
about other than some games. So Josh, let's get started. Let's have a fun day, right? It's been a while since we've had one of these. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
exactly. We've done 8 weeks of going through teams' off seasons, including drafts, free agency, so let's just take a second, kinda relax and, have some fun. I think we have 5 different games set up, the Immaculate Grid, the Weddle, a little versus head-to-head, and some pick'em, and then drafting the perfect 20-0 team, and then we actually have a college 18-0 perfect team as well. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start off with the first one, and that will be the Immaculate Grid. There we go. James, can you see it?
I can, sir. Good sir.
Okay,
Attack
perfect.
wizard Josh himself, the genius.
Okay, so yeah, very few. I see the Jags immediately, so I'm already having ideas with that column. But is there any of them that kind of stick out to you first, James?
Well, I could tell you this, Dante Fowler goes in about like 3 or 4 of these, so he's probably a
That is
solid one to
true.
pick up.
That is true. I guess some. No, I'm gonna throw some crazy ones to start out with. Okay,
Yeah, give me some. Give me
so
some.
yeah, so with the Jags and Falcons, the most obvious ones are like Andre Rison, Foye Oluokun, Dante Fowler, like you said. But what about like CJ Henderson? He played a little bit with the
Yeah,
Falcons
he
after the
did.
Panthers.
That's right. Didn't he? Did
You
he play for
feeling
the
good,
Cowboys
CJ?
too?
I don't know. See, we might be getting him and Kyler Elam confused.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you might be
All
it.
those
Yeah,
Florida corners. But let's try CJ Henderson.
DJ Henderson is definitely on there. One of your
Point
favorite draft picks
five.
of all time. One of the
Yeah, one of my favorite.
best.
Okay, point five is a pretty good start. Pretty good
What
start.
about for the Jags in Seattle? The another obvious one here is Shaquille Griffin, but did Shaquem Griffin play for them?
Sh- Yep, Shaquille Griffin did play. You also have Laviska Shenault. You do have, I think Jason Myers would probably be the highest percentage.
I
But
don't
what
think people
about
would get
like
Laviska. I don't think people would get Laviska.
what about Roy Robertson Harris? He did get traded to the Seahawks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good one.
You want to do a Roy Robertson or do you want to
Yeah, I'll try
do
that out. Try that out. Yeah, not a lot of people are gonna get that name.
Roy Robertson Harris? But he did get traded. Okay, point four.
Hey,
That's a great start. That's a pretty good start. Okay, then you want to finish out the Jags column?
see, the thing is, I bet you got like 5 guys already in your head for this one. Yeah, I'm really trying
Yeah,
to think
I mean,
because that is a hard one.
the most obvious one is going to be Calais Campbell.
Well, yeah,
You do
yeah.
have Justin Forsett.
Did Adam
Ooh,
Gostis play for the Ravens?
no, it was the Broncos before the
Yeah.
Jags, where he was a second round pick. What about what about Ronald Darby?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good
Played
one.
one season played one season of Jags was horrific.
Hey, yeah, that's a
Okay,
fun one.
point
Yeah,
four,
look at
point
that.
five, point six.
Wow,
That's
this
probably
is
the best
actually
we're gonna get
really
out
good.
of.
This is a really good start. Okay, now we got some
Yeah,
tough ones.
yeah, we do.
The one that immediately comes to my head for Falcons Niners is Alex Mack, the
Okay,
center.
huh?
I'm trying
Yeah,
to
that's a
think.
really good one.
That's it. It's one of my favorites.
Hmm.
Definitely gotta be some.
You wanna run with Alex Mack?
Yeah, let's run with Alex Mack. I don't think people would get that. People diss on the
Okay,
yeah,
4%. Hey,
it's
that's
good, it's
really good.
good.
Man, I think, like, did Marquise Goodwin play for the Ravens?
Wow.
Seahawks, 49ers, there's Carlos Hyde.
Yeah. Isn't that Seahawks
You wanna
Cardinals too? Or Seahawks Niner or I don't Seahawks Niners? Didn't
yeah,
he play for the Seattle
that's
too?
yeah,
Keep
I'm
that in the
thinking
back
49
pocket
okay, so
because
I'm thinking Seahawks, 49ers, Carlos Hyde, my
and we still could use
big one for
Dante Fowler for the Falcons Cowboys.
we could,
One of the more underrated, really bad contracts of
actually. Why don't we just go ahead and start ripping some of these? Because you do have a few different games. So
yeah,
why don't we run Carlos Hyde, 1%, pretty good, and then do you wanna run Dante Fowler here?
we're on Dante Fowler. I think that's kind of I don't know how high that's gonna be, but,
Okay,
that's
6%.
not
Hey,
bad.
that's
That's
still
actually not
really
bad.
good. Yeah. There's Kyle
Well, the one
Juszczyk for
obvious one for
Ravens.
Cowboys Ravens is Cooper Rush, the backup
Yeah.
quarterback.
Ravens, 49ers, there's Kyle Juszczyk. Devontae Leach played for the 49ers,
There's gotta be some, like, secondary
fullback.
players.
That's a good yeah. Jason Verrett, I don't think so. Man, I'm just trying to think. Because even with I get yeah, even with, like, the Seahawks, you see the Cowboys go through so much secondary every year, and so many running backs as well.
Yeah.
That's difficult. Why don't we just
Well,
go
there's
ahead
one for
and
the Cowboys Ravens that's pretty obvious. Des Bryant,
that is true. I always forget about
but
Des Bryant playing. I always forget about those
he'll probably
Ravens.
be one of the more obvious ones.
Do you think it would be more
So,
obvious than Cooper Rush?
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so.
Mhm. Hmm. Did John Johnson or Josh Johnson play Ravens 49ers?
Yeah, he did. He did.
You wanna run that one?
We'll try that, we'll try that.
Josh Johnson? I mean, he's played for so many different teams. Okay, 5%, that's pretty good.
Good, that's really good, actually.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well. I feel like there's, like,
Maybe
Paul
like a D
Richardson,
tackle. He played for
yeah,
Commanders. Solomon Thomas never
Solomon
played for
Thomas.
Ravens.
No. Ooh, John
Yeah, Jordan
Jenkins. This is tough. I mean, I feel like kickers are always so easy, except both the
well, we
Seahawks
have 2 guys
and
for the Cowboys Ravens, but the question is which one's the more obvious one? And then
I yeah,
for
Cooper
Seahawks and
Rush.
Cowboys, that's really hard.
I feel like there's someone I feel like there's always 1% so
Obvious,
easy.
but you'd
Right,
never get
right.
it.
Huh. Okay, let's just do Cooper I feel like Cooper Rush is better than Dez
Yeah,
because he is a backup.
respect, respect.
Yeah, 13%.
That's not
You know, it's a little
terrible.
high, but honestly,
It's
we've
not
done so well.
terrible.
I feel like there should be a tight end here also. Like, Will Dissly never played for the Cowboys.
Jesus, this
Stefan
is hard.
Hauschka, the kicker. I know.
And I think, like, back too, if there was one that was, like, an older one.
Like, Malcolm Smith never played for the Cowboys, the linebacker, Super
Did
Bowl
Bruce
MVP
Irvin
linebacker. That's good. I know he played for the Raiders.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
But
I'm not
he
sure.
maybe played, like, a season with oh, yeah, there is an obvious one for this one, Jadeveon Clowney.
That's a good one. Ooh. Okay, it's one in our back pocket. Like, Frank Clark never played for, like he seems like such a cowboy. Did any of the Bennetts?
I think Michael Bennett did.
I
No, he
think
played
he
for
did.
Philly. He played
Yeah,
for
he
Philly,
did.
I think. Trying to think if there's, like, a lineman or something? Like a
I
maybe
know.
like
But
a
the
Jermaine
Cowboys
Ifedi?
yeah, the Cowboys don't really go through alignment that much, though. That's the
That's
only
the
thing.
thing, yeah. Did
Uh,
Hasselbeck play for
I
Seattle?
think Hasselbeck might have played
For
you mean with the
Dallas, I mean?
Cowboys? I think he did.
So who do we have Clowney, Hasselbeck?
I think he did for a year before it it had to be a year as Romo's backup because he got around at the end of his career. I say we rock with it. If it's
Sup?
wrong,
What's
then
up?
that's all right. Oh, it was wrong.
Josh, no.
Okay, let's just go ahead and put
No,
Clowney, see what he would have
dude.
been.
That would have
Clowney's
been
only
good. It's at
6%?
6%.
That's crazy.
Wait, so
All
look
right,
at
you
the
know what?
summary. Look at the summary. Are you kidding me, dude?
John
John
Kitna.
Kitna,
Okay, so
Trent
Shaquille Griffin was really high. Calais,
Antoine
Calvin Ridley,
Bolden.
and Colin have been
Yeah,
good.
man.
Deion
Look at
Sanders being
the
there twice is kind of crazy.
that
People
makes
had a
sense
hard
too.
time with, yeah, the Jaguars and the
Jags and Seahawks,
Seahawks.
yeah. Dang it. Dang it, dang it,
All
dang
right.
it. It seems like every
No,
time we do this, we press our luck so much
I
at the
know.
end, it just doesn't work out.
Okay, so our
But I'll
rarity
take
score
it.
was 130. That would have put us right in between a 0 to 1 score. So we were right there with some of the best for today.
And it is
All right.
actually really
It's pretty
good.
good. All
Let's
right.
do it, man. I thought it was the other
Eh,
way, and I was like, "Damn, like, how many people are just guessing the crazy random ones?"
Yeah, the three of Henderson, Darby, and Robertson Harris was kind of saved us
That
there
was
a little bit.
that was really, really good.
All right. Now we have time for the Daily Weddle, James.
Yeah.
It's a whole new website now, feels like.
Yeah, I was,
All
like,
right.
looking at it at first, so popular, they keep boosting it up. The revenues
I
keep
know.
coming
Okay,
in.
James. Who do you want to start off with? This is the classic, so this should just be offensive players. I don't actually
I'll start
know
with,
if
like
rookies are in
I
here.
always start with the
Yeah.
top, so let's go AJ Dillon. Go with an AJ Dillon. It's clean.
Okay.
See, but that's good. That means it's
Yep. We
AFC, so I'll let
we
you
do
take the
get
next one.
we do get quite a lot of information. Let's look. So
Young,
it's AFC.
likely a
It's not going to be,
receiver or a tight end.
yeah, because the
He's
height. It
not a
could be a quarterback
quarterback.
as well. Because well, no, because the number is above
That's what I'm saying, yeah,
28. Let's rock
in the
like
AFC.
a. Let's do like a Brendan Strange. Just got a new contract.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, it
Tight
is a
end.
tight end. He is even, so he's 6'6" or higher, younger. Who do you got,
Try
James?
Brock Bowers.
That's a
Or
good
no,
one.
because he's 89. He's 89. Wait,
Yep.
try so he's like something 80.
This could be like Mason Smith or not. Mason Taylor. He's really
Mason
tall.
Smith. No, because
Yeah.
it's not
I mean,
85. It's not an 85.
right, he's lower than 85.
Rondé Gadsden's 86.
He would have been a good choice.
He's young. He's a young
What
buck.
this is what our issue is. We try to guess the player immediately instead of getting more and more hints down the line, or at least knocking out divisions.
Yeah, but that's what we do. That's how we roll.
I know.
No, no.
We know this could be Harold
Is
Fannin.
Kenyon Sadiq on this?
I don't think rookies are. Yeah. Why don't we
Who
do
are you
Harold
thinking?
Fannin? Harold Fannin.
Yes, I like that. It's a good one.
Okay. So this guy is 24. It is AFC North. Is this Darnell Washington?
Try that. Yeah, that actually it is. I think it is because he's 80.
Okay.
Hey!
Darnell Washington. All right.
I was
Pretty
thinking
good. Why don't we
Fryermuth, but
do,
then I was like, he's too old.
yeah. Are we able to do the hard for today?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do the hard. All right.
All right, Josh,
You
you
want
get the
first pick
first
again?
pick here.
Oh, okay. Well, what about we do like Ashawn Robinson?
Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Offensive, younger,
Offense in the
small, so he's
AFC.
not a lineman.
Yep. So this could be, I'm looking at potentially corner or safety because of the height, unless this is special teams.
No, he's not
Uh,
on the defense.
but you're right.
He's not
So could be
he's
running
not
back.
defensive player.
Yeah, running
So
back, wide receiver. Thinking of like really small guys. So this could be like a Troy Franklin,
let's
Tez
try like
Johnson.
is this a crazy thing to try? Let's try
What team is Deuce Vaughn
ooh,
on?
I don't know if he's on a team. Let's try
Yeah,
like
I don't know either.
RJ Harvey.
That's a good one. Okay. It is a running back. He is a little bit taller. a little bit older. Man, I didn't realize RJ Harvey's already 25. That's kind of crazy. Okay,
Is this like a Tony Pollard?
but that's a pretty good guess.
'Cause he's definitely taller and definitely
Yeah, it could definitely be. What about even like a Jalen Warren, Rico Dowdle?
yeah, it could be Jalen Warren.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Warren down. Wow, if
Jay
I can spell.
Elliott. No, Josh,
There we
AYLN.
go. Okay,
So
it is
this is,
30.
Chase Brown.
Is Chase? Yeah, Chase Brown is 26.
Chase Brown is 30 too.
Yep.
December's 30.
Look at that. We got the same amount of tries as the easy one.
That's a easy no, that's a little hard.
I know, but we
Mm,
got the same amount of tries as
my
the
bad.
easy.
My bad, my bad, my bad.
You're good. All right. With that, I think the Weddle is done for today. So
Not
we
bad,
have,
Josh. Look at this. Look at how fast we're kind of rolling through these things.
I know, but it's all right. Now we have a little bit of competition. We have the
This one's
NFL
good.
versus. So your
I do like
team
this one.
against my team. You ready?
So, do you wanna do this all time, or do you wanna have, like, boundaries? Like,
Yeah, that's a good question.
let's
Let's
do an
see.
all-time
So,
one first, we'll see how it goes, and then maybe if
okay.
we're feeling up to it, I think I might have an idea for some boundaries.
Because it looks like we can go ahead and just go ahead and add defensive players in this one right now, if you want to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's add two safeties. Let's add. You want to do two DB? You want to do what sort of defense do you want to run here? You want to run a 3-4, a 4-3, a nickel?
I
What
don't
would you like to
let's
do?
we could do, like, one we could do, like, I don't know. You're the judge
Actually,
with this one.
I think we have a max of 12. So let's do six offense, six
Let's do one of
defense.
each. You
You want to do
can't
a
leave
kicker
out
and a
the
punter?
you can't no, put in an O-lineman.
There we go. Let's go ahead and do a coach as well. Here we are.
Alright, let's do it.
Now, I think this is current, but I think we just go ahead and we start off with this.
Yeah, let's do
That
it.
sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, James, do you want to be team A or team B?
I feel good at team B, so you can be team A.
Okay, so that means I guess I'll go first. Are you
Let's,
ready?
snake draft this or I don't know if you can snake draft it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Okay, first one. I think it is. Okay, Houston Texans as the first team. All right, James, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull out. Okay, so this isn't.
CJ Stroud! We got the Cardinals.
Yeah, why is it the Cardinals?
Filter by Houston team.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I don't know why that was. Okay, so it looks like it is all time. As much as Will Anderson had a great year this year, I'm going with JJ Watt.
So this is all time. Damn.
This is all
Okay.
time. Yep.
Okay, alright.
All right,
Good,
James.
good.
You're
Alright.
now we can do this two
My
different ways.
my
You can
goal
stick with the Houston Texans,
I'm gonna
or
tell
you
you
can
this, ready?
do a new team.
We're gonna do a
Yep.
new team. I'm gonna do this, ready? I'm gonna try to pull out some really good obscure players. Guys,
Now
maybe
we can do this multiple times. I'm telling you that. Okay.
alright, we'll do an
I'm just
all-time one
I'm
first. We'll
putting
do
out.
an all-time one, and we'll go with a normal one we
Okay,
got first.
James, your team is the Indianapolis Colts.
My
You got
god.
some
I
pretty
mean,
good options here.
do do I just, like, pull the QB out right away?
You can go, yeah, dude. You can go ahead and get
Dude, I
Gardner
mean,
Minshew
like,
or
I
or
think
John Harbaugh.
No, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a
Riley
bull
Leonard.
strat. I'm gonna take Peyton Manning with my
Yeah.
first pick. Because I mean, there's as much as I love it, there are definitely hard times to find all-time quarterbacks,
You sure?
and even if
You sure you don't want Phil Rivers,
I'm good.
Carson Wentz?
I do like
All
the
right,
Magic Man, Don Magikowski, but I will take Peyton Manning as a signal
it's
caller.
a
You
good
cannot go
choice.
wrong with that.
It's a good choice. All right,
And then I'll do one, and then we'll snake draft this one.
snake it. So
So
your next
yeah,
team, the Chicago Bears. Got some choices.
this is hard. All
You got
right,
some choices.
there are actually a lot of choices with this one. I would have gone
Mhm.
Caleb Williams if it was a chance. No.
Darn. You sure?
No, I mean, I think again, it's obvious. It's obvious choice.
Mhm.
I love Urlacher. I love some of those guys, but give me Sweetness himself. One of the
Yeah,
greatest running backs of
it's
all
hard to
time.
go against Walter Payton.
It's hard getting
Alright.
quarterback and running back out of the way first, but I actually think I basically got 2 guys that are in the
You
top
did
5 at their positions, and I'll completely take them.
yeah, arguably top 3 at each
Uh,
position. Alright. So I have the next 2 picks, Dallas Cowboys. Ooh,
there's a lot you could do
I got
here.
some I got some options here, but I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get Larry Allen, my
I
offensive
love
lineman,
it.
out of the
I
way.
love it. I actually one of the greatest guards of all time, one of my favorite players.
Arguably the greatest guard of all time. There was definitely options. I could go Emmett Smith. I
I
could
was
even
thinking
go and
that,
get
yeah.
yep,
You
I can go
betray
and
your
get
Florida roots, man. How could you?
I have, Michael Irvin, I have Jason Witten, I have, so many I have, DeMarcus Ware at linebacker, so many different options, but I think offensive line is the spot to go. I
Yeah,
think
I
you
like it.
can't get better than Larry Allen, to be honest with you. Alright, next team, Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, this is an this is another real do you go with Dangerous?
Mm, okay, so here's I'm thinking out loud. You ready? I can go and get MVP Alex, or Sean Alexander. I can go and get one of the greatest underrated wide receivers ever in Steve Largent. I
Yeah.
can go and get Bobby Wagner, Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, Pete
No
Carroll
Cortez
as well as
Kennedy.
a head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could go ahead and get my head coach out of the way in Pete Carroll,
But
which I might because I will say is my head coaching knowledge is not as much as player, and
right,
it's
yeah.
you don't always have the opportunity to get a Super Bowl winning head coach and one of the best defensive coordinators of all
One of the
time
best
with Pete
two-way
Carroll.
coaches for Seattle and
So
Oakland or Las Vegas.
so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get Pete Carroll. Think
Could have
it's
gone Mike
people might be a little
McDonald too. He's
upset about
another
it.
Super Bowl head coach. Wow, that's surprising, Josh. 2
I'm gonna go with
surprising
Pete Carroll.
picks. Yeah.
All right. All right, James. You have the next 2 picks. You have Minnesota, the
Wow,
Vikings.
the gifts just keep coming. There's a lot of options
Mm,
here. Jared Allen's a great one. AP at the flex, but I think you know where I'm going with this. Give me Randy Moss.
Nate Burleson.
You know, Jettis, not there yet, but I mean Randy Moss. We're filling out top to bottom, elite
Yeah, I would
every
say
single one of the ways, dude. Oh my
you
god.
you have top 3 of quarterback, running back, and receiver. But I
Yeah,
will say I
I
think
love.
I've also gone for the more difficult strategy to start off with, but I gotta start
Yes.
getting some offensive players before they're all taken. All right, James, your second team, you have the Atlanta Falcons.
All right. Again, I think this is really straightforward. I love some of these guys on this
Mm,
list, but I'm going to take arguably the greatest tight end of all time. Give me TD Tony
okay.
Gonzalez at my tight end. I think
I am
again,
not upset
arguably
about
one
it
of the
at
best tight
all.
ends of all time. Right? We're filling out the offensive spectrum
Yeah,
first, and we're going right into defense afterwards. But I mean, man, my offense is going to light you up. Oh my god.
it's crazy. Okay, so I get the next 2 picks. Washington.
Ooh.
Oh gosh, this
Oh.
is not necessarily the
This is
team that I
not the
wanted.
best. There are some good players in this one. I
There
will say
are.
that if you gotta pull deep. It's deeper than the box score.
So here's some options. I want to stay away from offense because I mean I do have Clinton Portis, I do have Riggins, of course, but I'm looking more at this defense. I have Lennon Fletcher, Ryan Kerrigan, but I think there there are some good options. Champ Bailey, Darrell Green, but I think I have to go with the goat and Sean Taylor.
Really? Over Darrell Green and Champ Bailey. Surprise I respect it. Rest in peace, but that is a
I'm saying
surprising one.
the world is unfortunate that we weren't able to see everything of Sean Taylor, and he truly went out with a hero. But when he was on the field, he was the most versatile safety, one of the best at every part of being a safety.
Yeah.
So I'm going Sean Taylor. Next team, Detroit Lions. I'm going to go with Barry Sanders. I don't think I need to say
The
much.
that's the one team the player you couldn't get, the greatest
That's
running back of all
Yep.
time. The
Okay.
I will
I'm
say, the greatest running back in history. So one
Yep.
guy you could beat
I
out with
to
Walter
me,
Payton.
yep. To me, he's right up there with LaDainian Tomlinson as well. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Good
this team, I know
good
we're
good
getting competitive
work.
again.
Something out of
Yeah.
nothing. Give me something.
All right, James. You have the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got a lot to choose from.
Man, dude, this is so now we're going to the defensive side of the football.
Okay.
And I
Poor
think the
Antonio
perfect
Brown.
complement to match up against Sean Taylor would be one of the highest IQ safeties of all time. Give me Troy
Hmm.
Polamalu at my safety position.
That's a great choice.
Fill the back
That is
half
a great
in,
choice.
get a little wiry, explosive guy. Love it.
Yep.
But
Can't be upset about it. All right, James. Next team, you have the Chicago Bears again.
see, now this isn't that bad. Actually, there's a
It's
lot
not
of
that
good
bad.
players in this position. And this is really hard because I think there's a lot
Hmm.
of good players I could go for. Walter Payton, that's tough.
Gale Sayers at running back.
But I don't want to double up.
Matt
I'm
Forte.
still, respect to them.
Uh,
I'm going to take one of the most, I would say, critically underrated, really good linebackers of all time.
you got some
Give me
options.
another 2000 legend, Brian Urlacher. One of the best. I mean,
Really?
one of the best. I think I'm
Over
filling up.
over Dick Buckus and Mike Singletary?
I like Urlacher a lot. I
Okay.
really
All
do.
right.
Yes, I'm gonna go
I
Brian
respect it.
Urlacher. I'm have a little recency bias. I like Mike Singletary. I like Dick
Hmm.
Butkus, but I think Brian Urlacher brings. I need a big linebacker, right? I need a big
That's fair.
guy. So he's my perfect fit.
All right. I respect it. All right, James. I have the next two picks. First one is from the Philadelphia Eagles.
There's some ways you
Okay.
can go with this one too.
I know. I know. There is
No Reggie White for you, sir. No Reggie White.
I know. That's the thing is I don't necessarily want to go quarterback. I think I can do better than Donovan McNabb. Receivers, I do have, early 2000s Terrell Owens. That 04 to 06 was some of the best. Tight ends, I do have recency bias of Zach Ertz.
Exactly.
Defensively,
No offense to Zach
I have
Ertz,
it.
you know.
No offense. I do have a few different options for corner. Both, was it Troy Vincent and was it Eric Allen?
Yeah, Eric Allen,
Some
Hall of Famer.
options there. Yep, both of them are. Linebacker, I have Josiah Trotter, or I'm sorry, Jermaine Trotter Sr. Man, this is difficult. I think I'm going to go with Terrell Owens here.
Yeah.
I think while there's a significant jump from, Vikings Randy Moss, Eagles Terrell Owens was really good
For
from
1 year.
2004 to like 2007 for a few years. So
Think he
it's
played
not my
1 year with
favorite.
them.
No, he played multiple.
He did? Okay, okay.
Yep. All right. Next pick. My gosh, the Patriots. I got the only
It's
quarterback
actually
that can.
so frustrating because the 2 positions you could have beaten me out in, you literally got the 2 best players of all
I
time.
know. Wow.
That's
Now
not a
there
bad
was
see,
different options.
actually, if you go
Yeah, I
up,
had.
that is a great
Yep,
head-to-head matchup right there. Tom Brady, Barry
that
Sanders,
is.
Peyton Manning, Walter Payton, and Randy Moss. I mean, that's as good as you could possibly get it.
Yeah, and it works because I have Tom Brady with, you know, Pete Carroll, who both have a lot of experience with the Patriots. So
Okay. All right,
interesting. All
Josh.
right, James. You have two more. You have next two picks. Minnesota again.
Wow. Okay, this
You
is
have some
tough.
options. You could go obviously Randy Moss's partner and Chris Carter. You could go offensive line. Steve Hutchinson is there. You have could do Adrian Peterson, Alan Page.
Y- you know, Josh, I think
Uh
you
huh.
kind of read my mind. I really want to have a big heavy hitter for my defensive line. I, I like Page. I like them, but I feel like I could do a little bit better.
Okay. I
I
mean, there's only
feel like
two. Really, there's only been one defensive tackle to ever win MVP, and Alan Page is one of those players.
I want to get something a little more fun.
It could do Paul Krause. Well,
I
I guess
could
he
do
was
Paul
safety, not
Krause.
corner.
Well, he was a safety, he wasn't a corner.
Yep. But all-time leader in interceptions.
This is tough. Yeah, you know what?
Antoine
I'm gonna
Winfield.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I think you kinda convinced me there. Because you're right. The only MVP winning defensive lineman, the guy who ran it back 100 yards the wrong way on a fumble
Mm-hmm.
recovery, give me one of the greatest and most underrated defensive linemen of all time, Alan Page. Yes, he's old, but he was a freak of nature. He was elite.
He was a freak.
He
Part of
was a
the,
freak,
you know,
you
purple people eaters. I
purple
personally
people eaters.
would prefer players that have enough IQ to run towards the opposite end zone. But
Listen, I would
y'all
rather
have
have someone just bully the crap out of you, maybe make a mistake every now and then, but, I'm looking
I'm
at
just saying
brains, not
JJ Watt.
brains.
I'm just saying that 2012 season JJ Watt did have 5 touchdowns as well as 20 sacks and over 30 tackles for loss. But
But
conversation
you
for
know
a
what?
different
No
day.
MVP in sight, and hey, Alan Page had a couple touchdowns too, including one where he ran it the wrong way. So maybe not.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd say evenly matched. I'd say an evenly matched up thing.
Yeah, we can have a discussion. Okay, James, you have one more pick, I believe, right?
Yes, one more.
Awesome. Washington. The
Yeah, okay. I'm actually not really mad at this. I'm gonna
Mhm.
take again. We're lining up this 2000s defense really well. I'm gonna take one of the greatest cornerbacks of all time. I'm gonna take Champ Bailey here.
I like it.
Again,
No, you had the option
I
of Dion
crazy
Sanders.
underrated corner when you talk about all-time conversations.
Mhm.
Top 5 corner of all time, maybe again, similar to those other guys, maybe could squeak in, but I mean, an absolute force. We're building an all 2000s decade team over.
Yeah, you can argue his Broncos stint was better when it came to actual ball production, but even so, incredible player.
All right, Josh.
Houston
The
Texans
Houston
again.
Texans. Okay.
No.
Well,
Okay. You know what?
there is
This is
some
fine
spots.
because I have realistically, I don't want to go corner. I know Derek Stingley has been great. I don't really want to go Jonathan Joseph. Linebacker, I think can do better than Brian Cushing and D'Amico Ryans. I think it comes down to honestly 3 people. I think it comes down to DeAndre Hopkins, Andre Johnson, or Arian Foster. And I think to balance out this wide receiver core, I think I'm going to go with DeAndre Hopkins, actually.
I like that. You get the big receiver in Terrell Owens, and you get the do it
That
all
one on
kind of
one
guy
jump
in D
ball.
Hop.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've gotten a very physical offense with Larry Allen in the front of it as well.
yeah.
All
I
right.
like
I
that. I
got one
like
more
that.
spin. Tampa Bay.
Man, that's a good one for your position. I
Yeah.
like that.
I think I have options, but I think I'm going to go with one of the most underrated linebackers of all time, one of the greatest probably the greatest pass coverage linebacker ever, FSU
Super
alumni,
Bowl
Derek
MVP,
Brooks. Yep,
Derek Brooks. Wow, look at that. Two of
Derek
the
Brooks.
greatest 2000s linebackers of all time going face to face against each other.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think there's one team that's crazy ahead of the other one.
I don't think so either, to
That's
be honest with
difficult.
you.
Yeah. All
All
right,
right.
James, your next team, New Orleans.
Ooh. I have 2 options I'm really considering,
Hmm.
but I think I know what I'm gonna do, right? So
Okay.
Offensively, I would take arguably this is hypothetical. I would take arguably one of the we've been spreading the word underrated a lot, but a guy really no one knows about, but yet is I think like 11-time Pro Bowler, one of the greatest offensive linemen in the 90s and 2000s, Willie Rolfe.
Willie Roaf. He's a good one.
Absolutely unbelievable. But I
Well, now
am
would you do
getting a
that
little
over Jabari Evans, though, is the question.
uh, yes, I would. Like I love Jahari
Okay.
Evans, but Willie Rolfe is arguably one of the best tackles. But I
That's valid.
think I'm getting a little hesitant on my head coaching. And
Uh-huh.
what better way to counteract Super Bowl winning head coach than another Super Bowl winning head coach, a coach who's still in the league and still doing amazing? Give me Sean Payton. I feel like he would be the perfect complement to a Peyton
Yeah,
Manning run system.
and I think Pete Carroll and Sean Payne are right there neck and neck when it comes
Yep.
to all-time head coaches.
You talk about one of the greatest offensive minded head coaches and one of the best offensive minded head coaches.
Yeah,
I
that's
like that a
crazy.
lot. So,
That's great.
all right, Josh, you're up
All right,
again. Last
James.
three, last, all right. Or you got two more. You got two more.
Yep. All right. I have Jacksonville, the
Yes. All
Jaguars.
right. The hometown
Okay,
heroes.
I have some options. I actually have some options. Now, as much as I love Mercedes Lewis, Kyle Brady, Evan Ingram, I think with my limited number of spins, I can do better as an all-time tight end. Now, when it comes to flex, I have some options. Jimmy Smith, Keenan McCardle, Fred Taylor, Maurice Jones-Drew. They're all great. Corners, Rashawn Mathis, and I do have Jalen Ramsey.
That's one. That's
And I
it.
think when it
That's discussion.
and I think when it comes down to talent, and I'm taking this more as like a 1 year prime, I think that Jalen Ramsey 2017 kind of beats out the rest. And I'm going with Jalen Ramsey here. I think it's really controversial, but I think that's what I want to do. Jalen
I think when
Ramsey.
it's all said and done, Jalen Ramsey will be one of the greatest Jags of all time. Probably a Hall of
I think
Famer.
so. I think
And
if
yeah, you talk about
yeah, I think
recency
if his
bias.
departure, right, and if his departure was a little bit different, I think there's a real conversation of him being the greatest Jag of all time. I think he'll go down as one of the best Jaguars players, but not necessarily one of the best Jags, if that makes
The most
sense.
loved and hated Jag of all time. We both met him and
Exactly.
got autographs from him. So
We both
shout out
did.
Jalen Ramsey.
All right, James. I have two more teams. I have a flex and a tight end, and I'm going to be getting one of them from the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes, I took Tony
Okay.
Gonzalez.
You did
Oh,
take
that is
Tony,
so
but I am going to go
great.
ahead and just take Julio Jones
Yeah,
as my
yeah.
flex. Now,
That
looking at my team,
honestly not mad.
I do have not upset. I do have three wide receivers that are very similar in play style, which is
Two of
kind
the
of
greatest wide
concerning,
receivers in the
but
2010s.
exactly. So I'm not upset at all. All right, James, your next team, Dallas Cowboys, you need a wide receiver, offensive line, and a flex.
You know, I feel like I could get a better receiver. You took the best offensive lineman on the board. I don't know why this guy's fallen so far. I'm gonna take
Yeah,
arguably one of the greatest running backs of all time. Probably mushed in between Barry Sanders and Walter Payton on my flex. Give me Emmitt Smith. I mean, that is
that's a great pick.
all-time leading
That's a
rusher.
great pick.
That's it. It's fantastic. And
You
then,
really
all
can't
right,
get better than that.
be one more.
Okay, Minnesota again. You have options.
Jesus, I'm getting the Vikings every single time.
Three Vikings player is kind of crazy.
This is really tough. I have a lot of ways I could do this,
Mhm.
but honestly, I think I have somewhat of an idea of what I want to do.
Okay.
Um, Listen, I mean, I'm gonna go with the most recent player on this list all time. I think
Really?
he would be an absolutely perfect complement to Randy Moss.
Uh,
Man, this is tough because the thing is, it's very hard to find someone to bank on. I feel like this is Again, this is recency stuff, right? We're thinking about all-time greats. I think Justin Jefferson is gonna go down as an all-time great when it's all said and done. I mean, you look at it, he had 1,000 yards of receiving, and
Mhm.
JJ McCarthy was his quarterback.
That is true. He did have a year of 1,800 plus receiving
He
yards.
is he is unbelievable. I think he'd be a really good complement to Randy Moss in this offense. I know Chris Carter's kind of up there, but I feel like right now Justin Jefferson in his career is probably better than him. Offensive line
Okay.
is hard because really the only guy I can think of is Steve Hutchinson.
Yep.
Again,
I'm right there
all-time
with
great
you.
offensive guard, but do I wanna risk that because you've taken a lot of the great receivers off the board. I'm gonna go with Justin Jefferson here.
Okay.
I don't think this drags down my team at all. I think he's gonna land in the conversations and is probably already in those conversations of D-Hop and Julio. He's just
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
rise,
not upset about it.
but
You can
I
almost
think
make the argument that yeah, you can almost make the argument that that Adam Thielen had a better 1 year, but I do think Justin Jefferson will go down as
why would I
in the
pick Adam
conversations
Thielen
with Randy
over
Moss.
Justin Jefferson? You know?
I'm just saying his 1 year prime has
Yeah, it
been
was
better in
fantastic,
my
but I'm
opinion.
not saying 1 year, I'm saying all time. I think
I gotcha.
Justin Jefferson miles ahead.
Fair enough. All right, James, that leaves us with 2 picks left.
Tight
I
end
have
and
my tight
offensive
end and
2
you have offensive
risky
line.
positions. Alright, Josh, you're up
It is
first.
risky. All right. My tight end's gonna come from Pittsburgh. Oh, that kinda saved my butt. Okay, I'm just gonna go out and get a Heath Miller,
So, that
who
is
is
just
a
rock solid. It's a rock solid tight end.
serviceable all-time tight end. All right, James,
Dang.
your offensive lineman come from Philly.
Yes,
You
dude.
have you have so many options.
I actually do have a lot of options, but I think when it comes to the all-time best, again, you talk about the recency bias of it all.
Okay.
And this is hard. There's a lot of good ways you can go with this.
See, there's 3 players you can really make an argument about right now.
Yeah, and they're
I
both
don't
very different. You got Jason Peters, you
Yep,
got Jason Kelsey, you got Lane Johnson.
and Lane Johnson. Yep,
So here's an argument. Jason Kelsey probably had the biggest crazy prime, but that's also because he
right.
was kind of a very vocal guy, and he didn't really start out that way.
Yep, and he
Jason
had some
Peters,
rough years.
he had some rough years. But I think he had the biggest peak. Jason Peters, one of the most underrated offensive tackles, undrafted, played an
Mhm.
insane amount of years, was a stalwart. In my opinion, I think out of those 3, I think Lane Johnson's the best. I think he has been the best for the longest amount of time, and at the age that he's at and still playing like one of the best offensive linemen in the entire league, it's very hard to replicate that. I think
Mhm.
the other thing too is it is really, really hard to find really good right tackles and all-time great right tackles.
That's fair.
You know, everyone looks at the left tackle position. No one looks at the right tackle position, yet it is extremely important. And that's one of the reasons why Philly's offensive line has been so good. Give me Lane Johnson.
Okay.
2 present day guys. I have to say this, I don't think one of us beat. I think this is like a 7-game series of teams.
100%. But, you know, if you go down with each selection, so, for example, and honestly, I think it's gonna go up to the viewers to kinda decide whose team didn't, like, ended up being better, but honestly, no, I think I would take Tom Brady over Peyton Manning. I would take Barry Sanders over Walter Payton. I would take Randy Moss over Terrell Owens. I would take See, I think the D-Hop Justin Jefferson is a conversation. Would you take a wash, or would you go what
See,
do you
like I
think
said,
about
I
D-Hop
think
and
in
Jefferson?
their positions, you know, people might say D a lot I think a lot of people say D-Hop, but I think Justin Jefferson is right
I
up
think
there in those
he
conversations.
yeah.
I I think that's really hard. Like, I would take,
I
I
think
guess,
let's
going
go ahead yeah, let's take a wash for it, I think.
I'd take Tony Gonzalez over Heath Miller.
Yep, I would
I
take
think
Larry
Lane
Allen over
Johnson
Lane
versus Larry
Johnson.
Allen. is another hard one. I think that's another hard one.
I
I think
It's difficult, but I do think at this point and what we see, do think Larry Allen has that step up.
I think I think again, it's a really good argument. I would take Larry Allen. I would take Emmitt
Yep.
Smith over
I
Julio.
I think JJ Watt and Alan Page is actually very difficult.
It's again, that's again recency bias, but it's also they both produce some of the greatest defensive seasons of all time.
Yep.
Same
I
thing with
think for
Darren Brooks and Brian Urlacher, two
yeah, I
very
think
different
I would take
linebackers.
JJ. I think Derek Brooks and Urlacher is equal wash. I think Champ Bailey over Jalen Ramsey. I think Troy over Sean. I think Sean Payton and Pete Carroll is even.
That's a really good matchup. That's a like this is a
Yeah.
7-game series of both teams.
Like there's not one position that's significantly worse than the other, maybe except for tight end. But other than that, it's right there, neck and neck.
Okay, yeah, that's really good.
All right.
All right. Do you wanna do one more? Because I have a really good idea for one. I have a really good
Do you
idea.
want to come? Do you want to come back to it? Because do have the 20 and 0 daily challenge.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, let's come back to it. But James, have you done this one before?
I've done some that are similar, but I haven't done this one.
Gotcha. So this one is very, it's simple, but yeah.
So, what is this?
Yep. So this is the 20 and 0 all-time NFL challenge. So this will give us an era and a team, and we just have to go down and pick up, pick a certain player that we believe can fit in our team to have a perfect 20 and 0 season. That sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
It was 12 picks. First six are offense, back six are defense. Are you ready? This one we're working together. You ready? All right. So we have the LA Rams from 2011 to 2015. Okay.
Jesus, this is
So it
not
gives us
very
stats and
no,
everything.
no quarterbacks.
No quarterbacks. We have a young Todd Gurley,
See,
which
can you
is
re-roll? This is a hard one.
yeah. So we do have one. We have one re-roll in the back of our hand, which we might honestly have to take
Yeah, this
because
is
this
like the
was
Rams, like, dark
yep.
period.
So do we want to go ahead and take our re-roll
I
on the
kinda
first
do
spin?
because this is past Steven
Okay.
Jackson's prime, and this is, like, the dark ages of the Rams, basically.
Yeah. All right, James. Our re-roll
Hate using a
21 and
reroll. Okay,
25
okay,
Washington
this isn't
Commanders.
actually too bad. I think the main
Yeah,
one
it's
is jeez.
yeah. So we have some options. We can go with Scary Terry. I think we can get quarterbacks that are better, and none of these running backs really excite me.
I'd take Scary Terry.
Budget.
Listen, at 1,000 yards,
Yep.
but 13 touchdowns is rock solid too.
Yep. Go ahead and put him as our wide receiver. It doesn't matter if they're a flex or receiver
Yeah,
when it comes to all time. Okay. 2011, 2015
again,
49ers. We have
dark
some
ages,
options.
dude. Okay, Frank
Yep.
Gore's
We do
not
have
bad.
now we
Anquan
do have
Bolden's
some
good.
order. I think there's one player though. I think we go with Vernon Davis here. I think when it
Yeah,
comes to
oh,
tight
yeah,
ends,
easy. 850, 13. Yeah, that's it.
yep.
That's it right there.
I think we go ahead and get Vernon Davis.
It's hard to find
Okay.
really good tight ends in some of this stuff.
Oh,
Nick Chubb?
yeah.
Nick Chubb?
Yeah, Nick honestly, it's either Nick Chubb. I mean, it's a really good season. Amari's that Jerry Judy is
Good.
okay.
I think it's Nick Chubb.
I say I think Nick Chubb's the only player we can do it here. Now we had
Again,
defense.
I listen, we're getting bad teams, but we're getting really good players on these bad teams.
Yeah. Okay.
This is Garrison Hurst. This is the Garrison Hurst, crazy year.
Now
15
is an option, but there's also Jerry Rice,
yeah, never mind.
1,815
Didn't even
touchdowns.
see that. Yeah, click that. That's easy.
Yep. Hence why we wait and look through it. So this is gonna be Jerry Rice, perfect pick. Okay, Dallas. Now we do potentially have our quarterback in
This is
Tony
the
Romo.
DeMarco
This
Murray
is
years.
DeMarco Murray was fantastic. Des Bryant was really
As
good. Jason Witten also
Witten,
really good.
a
Now our
1,000 yards
question
for
is
tight
this:
end. I like
Now, do we
Dez,
go?
but, I mean, that DeMarco Murray season, come on. Almost 2,000 yards and
Yeah,
thirteen
I think
touchdowns at a flex?
100%. I think the question now comes, do we go DeMarco Murray and do we do DeMarco Murray and risk a quarterback or do Tony Romo and have an open flex?
He had a really good season too, 34 touchdowns and 9 picks.
It's efficient. It's efficient.
His
There really
one-through-10
aren't many
rating.
running backs in the season that did better than DeMarco Murray, to be honest
I
with you.
think we gotta risk it. I feel like we could probably get a quarterback. I feel like that's gonna be a really hard one to match up against.
All right, James. Our
Man, here
quarterback's
we
coming
go.
from, oh, okay, the Jets, 2011, 2015.
Wow,
I'm
Fitzpatrick
just,
actually had 30 touchdowns.
yeah, this was a great Brandon Marshall year.
That's my
Yeah,
fault, man.
so
I think we
no,
gotta go
no, 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 we did this
Fitzpatrick.
together. All right,
That's not a
Fitzpatrick,
bad
use
season.
that
That's
Harvard
not a
degree.
bad season.
No,
I didn't
it
realize
is
he had
not.
30
All right, so
touchdowns.
now, yeah, now you have the defense. You know, Zeke Ansah was pretty good this year.
Jesus, dude, this isn't good either.
No, I think you have Snacks Harrison.
But you
Didn't
want
really have any
Snacks
great
Harrison as
linebackers.
your
You do have
Oh, this
Darius
is like
Slay, 8
Darius Slay
interceptions.
prime.
Was, yeah, Glover Quinn was here as well. I think you have to do Darius Slay.
Yeah,
26
let's wait
passes
for our
defended.
stuff. I think that's a good corner to have.
Yep, Pittsburgh.
James
We
Harrison,
have
Troy
some options.
Polamalu.
Yep, James Harrison, for sure. I mean, Lawrence Timmons had a great season. Now, Troy had 7 interceptions. Now, I'll say this.
7 picks for a
This
safety.
Yeah, this game does go pretty far, and there's some edge rushers that had a more productive season than 16 sacks, 16
I
tackles for
think you gotta
loss.
go
So I
with
think,
7 picks for a safety. Oh,
yep.
man. Okay, that's actually not bad. That's not a bad start.
And here we go. We
JJ
have JJ
Watt.
Watt. I think that's where we had to end up going.
There you have to go with JJ Watt.
Yep. Okay. Hey, that's looking pretty good so
Now remember,
far.
we do have our, lucky Khalil oh, we already did edge. Well, maybe it could be our defensive
Yep.
flex.
It's
Where is he?
potential. Yeah. I mean, there's Khalil Mack at linebacker. Other
That's not
than that, now
I don't
we
like
do
that.
have another roll, a reroll also on defense, if you wanna rock with the reroll.
I think we might have to do that. This isn't the best Khalil Mack season, and
Exactly,
these
and
guys
it's
kind
not
of
the
are
best
buns.
Max Crosby. Alright, reroll, Cleveland.
Wow, holy moly.
He Here's the thing, though, about these old teams is they did have players that had really good seasons, like 8 interceptions. He also has 16 sacks up here, which I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't recognize any of these
16
players, but
sacks is really good.
this game does register numbers just as much as names of players.
I'd say Bill Glasser for a flex. Some of those defensive tackles aren't bad.
Yep, I say
No
rock
Bill
with it. We have 2
Glass?
more picks.
Alright.
New Orleans. Defensive tackle. It's not a whole lot. Now we do have option of Cameron
Cameron
Jordan
Jordan, linebacker.
at
I think he might have to
linebacker. Yep. All right.
that might be
Let's
it.
do some. We can do some cheese. Put him at linebacker and then defensive tackle. Okay, the Colts. Kendall
Kendall
Langford had a great
Langford,
year.
7 sacks as a defensive tackle.
Now,
It's not bad.
yeah. Now he did play more edge, but yeah, it's great. I mean, look at this.
We
Dwight Freeney,
basically
the
have
Robert Mathis
we have
year.
4 edge rushers on our team.
Yeah, we do. All right. I would say
I
this team is now. What do you predict? I am thinking like a 16-4
I
this
think it's
team.
like a 14 and 6. I think it's 14 and 6.
16-4.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick held
Yeah.
us back. Our defense was pretty good.
Yeah. Defense was a 90. So for like the perfect seasons, you want a 99 to 101 as your overall. Our offense definitely struggled because of Ryan Fitzpatrick, Scary Terry. Defense obviously was not the best, but for the first one, that's not bad.
Defense was
It's
just
not bad.
consistent. It wasn't great, but it was consistent.
Yep. Okay. Now, James, this one is same thing, but now this is college, and this one's fun.
Jesus. Okay, you
You
might have
ready?
to carry me in this one, but let's do it.
All right. Pittsburgh, 2020, 2024. You have Kenny Pickett.
Kenny
Had a fantastic
Pickett.
year. Israel
The
had a great
that
year.
I forget Israel Abekanda had that crazy year.
Yep. But this is when
Addison
Jordan
too.
Addison, this was the year right after he won the Blendenkoff Award at USC.
Should we go? Should we rock? So do I think we could get a better quarterback. Jordan Addison
I think
and
so too.
Israel. That's a good season, man.
Yep. Now I'll say you do have some crazy, crazy numbers in this game.
Yes, I think I
I
have to
think we
kind
can
of
find,
realize.
yep, I think we can find running backs with decent numbers. I think that many touchdowns in a wide receiver season is hard to do in
Yeah, let's do
16
it.
games. Jordan Addison,
15.9 yards per reception is crazy.
Virginia Tech. We have some options. Isaiah Ford. See, it's also fun to recognize some of these
Yeah,
names.
it is kind of weird.
This one's not great. This is a potential reroll unless you want to rock with Isaiah Ford.
Well, what do you
Trayvon
think?
McMillan
I
was
feel like
okay.
we could maybe hit Isaiah Ford as a flex. I don't think that's a bad
Okay.
flex pull. Again, um, if you go down to him, like
So
1,164 yards, 11 touchdowns. That's the same kind of
it's
pace
not
that
bad.
Addison had, but just less receptions.
Yeah. You want to rock with it as a flex?
We'll rock with it. I feel like that was the issue last time. We used our reroll too early.
Yep. Okay. Purdue.
Is this Rondell
It's
Moore?
not. No, I think Ron. Yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
this was his.
this had to have been freshman year Rondale Moore when he was electric.
That Bryson Hopkins stat isn't bad.
It's not bad. Now there are some tight ends that are insane. Anytime you get Notre Dame, Iowa tight
Yes.
ends are fantastic. Now this Rondale Moore is better than Isaiah Ford when it comes to seasons. I'm not. I think we can find a Heisman winning quarterback. I wouldn't be
Is this
opposed to getting doing a reroll. David Bell
I'm not
also for the
opposed
Browns,
either. I
not
feel like
terrible.
we can't waste both our flex positions. I feel like this is
So
the
early
chance to
on,
reroll 'em.
I'm right there with you. Okay, rerolling Illinois.
Ooh, this is one.
Okay, that's a great running back
My
year.
oh,
Not gonna lie to you.
dang. Okay.
Yeah, and that's it when it comes
I
to all the
feel like that's what
players.
we gotta do. Get a running back
Yep,
in. I've
great
never
one.
heard of that guy in my life, but
Me
Mike
either.
LaSure, welcome to the
Purdue,
team.
Purdue again.
Let me
We
just
do have
get
Aiden
this.
O'Connell. No, this is a different year. This is a better David Bell and Charlie Jones.
Okay. And
Rondell
Rondell Moore's
Moore
in it too.
again. This is a different year, looks like. But question to you: do you want to rock out our final flex? I think we have to.
I think Charlie Jones is the move here. He had a better season than
I think
Rondell
so
Moore, it looks like. Yeah.
as well. Okay, few positions left. Colorado. Oh,
Jader.
I know it should. It's so sad because we just missed out on Travis Hunter's year, but
I feel like
Shador
I
is going to
hate
be our.
Shadur, but hey,
He's
Shadur, welcome to the team.
all right. And then lastly for a tight end, Oregon State. Gosh. Okay. Jags
Jesus
legend Jake
Christ,
Luton,
dude, that's really bad.
Isaiah Hodgkins.
That's
Okay.
actually no.
This team,
Dude,
I
that's gonna
think,
tank us,
yeah. All right.
man.
Cincinnati.
Sauce Gardner, welcome to the team. Wait, no, is this before or is he on here?
He should be on here. Yeah, he's on here. Sauce is on here. We do have Kobe Bryant as well. Brian Cook. Now, I will say this. I hate to say that, but this one is a very stat heavy, more than the
Yeah,
NFL. But I think we might as well go for it. Okay, Boye Mafe for Minnesota. Danny Strigo, Jags legend. Jack Gibbons. We should have. Yeah, Coy Parrish was
Corey
really good for
Parrish
him.
is a good safety pick. Yeah,
Yep. Tyler Nubin as well. But I think we go with Coy.
yeah,
Okay. Colorado. Oh, okay.
yeah. Their defenses were horrible.
Yeah. Nate Landman is here. Akilla
Akello
Witherspoon, Jabozi.
Witherspoon, Cheeto.
Yeah. Isaiah Oliver as well. Wow. 7 interceptions for Tetrick Thompson.
That's a good safety pick.
Or it's a really good safety. Or do you want to go ahead and re-roll?
I feel like we might have to re-roll this one.
Yeah, I think we can do so much better. Okay. NC State, Bradley Chubb is
Bradley
here.
Chubb is a really good one.
Yep. BJ Hill, Ellen McNeil was
Aleem
pretty good.
McNeil was good too.
Jermaine Pratt,
Jermaine Pratt. Peyton
Hayden
Wilson had
Wilson
a
is here.
really good season.
Yeah.
I would say Bradley Chubb
Josh
or
Jones. Yeah, I think we go with Bradley Chubb
that's a
just because
really
that
good
he was
stat
so
line
good.
for a college DN.
Yeah, he is. That 22 tackles for loss, especially. Okay. Indiana. Okay. Micah McFadden, Raekwon Jones.
Gray Scales, look at those numbers. Jesus, a lot of
I
tackles.
know. Okay. I'd say we go and get to Gray Scales. I mean, 7 sacks, 24 tackles for loss, 123 tackles is pretty
That's
good.
really good.
Let's go for it.
All right.
2 more spots. Oklahoma.
Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one, I think.
Yep.
R. Mason
Now R.
Thomas,
Mason Thomas, Jan Redmond. You have Grayson Holton,
Grayson
Perion
Holton, Perion
Winfrey,
Winfrey, Danny
Brian Asamoah,
Stutzman.
Danny
That's
Stutzman,
another great
Nick
one. Nick
Benito,
Bonino.
Gantry Williams was pretty good.
Billy Bowman had a great season.
Yeah. Okay. So
Ooh,
we
this
have
is
some options here, James.
this is definitely our
Do we?
flex, I think.
Yep. So
I'd say
would
Stutzman's
you?
really good.
Stutzman had a great year. Nick Benito as well. Did play a little more edge. I do think this is Danny Stutzman when you put into
Yeah,
account
I think
his
so too.
entire stat line. Okay, that means D tackle is coming from Tennessee. You do have
Omar Norman
Omar
Lott had a
Norman Lott.
great season.
Yeah, he did. I think it's probably our best option here.
All right, Josh. Well, I have no clue. Okay,
Okay,
it's not
13-3.
horrible. That was a lot better than the last one. It's
Yeah,
a